A coalition of over 10,000 indigenes of the Federal Capital Territory and civil society groups on Wednesday held a massive protest calling for the resignation of Wike as Minister of the Capital City. The protesters, who stormed the National Assembly complex under the aegis of the Network of Civil Societies for Economic Sustainability, said Wike is incompetent and lacks vision for the FCT. The crowd have never been seen in the history of protests in FCT before. In his address, the group's convener Adamu Kaba Matazu described the former Rivers State governor as callous, indecorous, uncouth, greedy, and selfish. Today, we stand united to express our concern over the generation or the direction of the Federal Capital Territory under the watch of Nyesom Wike. It is abysmal and disturbing for the FCT to become an epicenter of controversy due to the misguided actions of Wike, which not only undermine President Tinubu's renewed hope again agenda, but also cast a shadow on the credibility of the federal government. He said, "We are here today to demand the immediate resignation from office or sack of Nyesom Wike as Minister of the FCT due to his deficiency in character required of his office and in a government that promises to renew the hope of Nigerians, a government that wishes to give hope to its citizens must be run by men who possess quality character and not persons like Wike who are callous, indecorous, uncouth, greedy, selfish, and given to undue troublemaking and miscreants. Wike has remained a difficult person to the administration of President Tinubu and should be gotten rid of, while the federal government has been calm and calculated in its reforms and its explanation to citizens on the rationale behind the policies of government. Wike has been insensitive, insulting the collective sensibilities of residents of the federal capital and Nigerians in general. His actions are avoidably controversial and hurting, and his diction has been foul, combative, and condescending, as if it is a deliberate punishment sent to the Federal Capital Territory by Tinubu. Wike's alleged penchant for land grabbing and cronyism has begun to emerge as some of the land reforms are suspected to be targeted at dispossessing Nigerians of their properties and reacquiring them through cronies. There is tension in the FCT under the brutal and sometimes criminal Wike is coming menace. His recent clash with the governor of Rivers State is not even just a mere disagreement, but a display of dirty politics that has no place in a civilized society. His preoccupation with personal vendetta has diverted his attention from his primary responsibility, neglecting the critical objectives set by the federal government for the FCT. His high-handedness in land policies, the revocation of lands, perceived animosity towards a particular section of the country, and the alarming manner in which lands are located, risks of high-level corruption. His actions do not align with the government's agenda for reforms and developments in the FCT. Mr. Wike's tactics reminiscent of an emperor which he exhibited during his tenure as governor of Rivers State, and detrimental to the progress and growth we seek for our FCT and the nation at large. Furthermore, Wike's disregard for decorum in media address and his reckless remarks without considering their implications on the administration are not befitting of a public office holder. His lack of accountability and administration failures are evident, and his actions threaten to accuse irreparable harm to the administration's credibility. The Network of Civil Society for Economic Sustainability therefore called on President Tinubu to take decisive action to contain the excesses of Wike. The statement added, "It is in the best interest of our nation that Mr. Wike's disruptive tendencies are addressed promptly to safeguard the integrity of this administration and ensure that the objectives set for the FCT are pursued diligently and without distractions. Let us stand together in this call for accountability and responsible governance. Our nation deserves leaders who prioritize the public interest over personal agendas." Thank you. You guys are not serious. You are calling Tinubu to do what? To do the needful and call this guy to order. Instead of you to go straight, it is Tinubu that is causing all this wala that you are thinking about. Who gave him that power? In himself, Wike is boasting. Of course, he doesn't have character. Wike is doing all these things because Tinubu is the one who gave him that power, because they are trying to achieve something. The hunger, and again, I expect people to come out on the streets and fight for their own survival. That is the first thing. All these ones should be secondary. But people will keep quiet because maybe the hunger is not affecting you. You are calling Tinubu as if Tinubu is not the brain behind of all this wicked, reckless talk and what have you. You should be asking yourself, which day two of them don't they be friends? They are coming together because of their evil agenda, not because they love the people, not because they love themselves. No peace for the wicked. Wike, he is a criminal. That's what somebody is saying. Wike will soon be dumped and all his political career vanished. When you fight corruption, then prepare, because corruption will fight back. Abuja people, so-called network of civil society for economic sustainability, Wike, the new sheriff in town, insists they do the right thing. Which right thing? Did he do the right thing? So when they commit all manner of atrocities, they want to go legit. They will not be telling you that oh, this and that. Just like what happened now, that the senior advocate of Nigeria is being asked to pay 40 million naira for filing unreasonable case against Uzodima in 2019. The same set of people who they do all manner of things, they will come back and want to paint themselves as saints. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.